Well, joining us now to debate this from the Aam Aadmi Party, Ashutosh, Dr. Subramaniam Swamy of the BJP joins us, Gaurav Bhatia of the Samajwadi Party, and from the Congress, Rita Bahuguna Joshi. Thank you very much for joining us. Ashutosh, let me come to you first. I found it strange that Arvind Kejriwal would actually say that those who gain most from the visit of politicians are politicians. In which case, what was he doing there?
I fully agree what Arvind Kejriwal has said that, and he said if such visits are made with the political mindset, then that's sad. But let me also tell you one thing very frankly, that this is not an ordinary incident. This is just not a law and order issue. It is a much bigger issue. This issue is central to our constitution. This issue is central to our secularism, and this issue is central to our commitment to the people of India, that this country has everybody as one individual, irrespective of one's religion and caste. It is in this context that when something like this happens, if I am being killed, or if somebody from my family or somebody from your family is killed because he chooses to eat a particular thing, that's a very dangerous situation.
But Ashutosh, what difference does it make for Arvind Kejriwal to go there? This is not even Delhi.
Let me I'm coming to that. If situation is so grave, and it is done just a few kilometers away from the national capital, then it is the responsibility of every citizen of this country, it is the responsibility of every leader, it is the responsibility of every political party to go to console, not only to console family, but to give an assurance that something of this kind should not ever happen. Because if this happens, then this country has no future. I'm sorry to say this, but please understand, this is not a law and order issue. This is much bigger.
We'll go to that. But I want to dwell on this point that you're talking about of consoling. And Rita Bahuguna Joshi, Rahul Gandhi went over there also to console the victims of this tragedy. This is what a lot of people may perhaps want to know. How does the flying visit of one politician 5 days after a murder took place to console the family actually change anything for the family who has been affected?
See, the Congress does not believe in politicizing issues which are sensitive. We want the law to take its own course. But it becomes necessary for the biggest national party and the oldest national party to visit a place when you see that the incidents which was designed by the communal tension that was designed by a political outfit, that they were being defended by the ruling party. The ruling party in the Delhi, its very important workers, ministers, and its a very vocal constituency is defending this incident. Now, by saying that it is just an accident, and the son of a local leader of the BJP
to add to the political context of what is happening.
No, we went there to tell the people that the secular forces are very strong in this country, and those who want to capitalize or politically on the sentiments of different communities will not be allowed, because they say, see, it was a plan.
But why do you need to say that to people in the village? If your larger agenda is secularism, why go to an area, a small area, where people have suffered so much and try and politicize the issue? Is Rahul Gandhi going to go there every day, ma'am? He's not.
When the farmers commit suicide, my leader goes to their families to console them and to tell them that they should believe in the system and something will come out.
Ma'am, the system has failed. I just want to know how Rahul Gandhi can make this system work.
Of our leader to go there.
In a flying visit, one-day visit, what difference does it make?
No, it's not a small visit. Rahul Gandhi or the Congress Party's vice president going to a place has a meaning. It's been watched world over, and people understand that the Congress Party will not allow the designs, this communal design of the ruling party along with RSS and other fringe groups to take over this system, to kind of challenge the constitution, which speaks of
so that's what you wanted to go. You wanted to make the point that fringe groups who you believe are associated in some way, shape or form with the larger Sangh may have been involved. That has been your political statement for long. It has been the political statement of many parties. Dr. Subramaniam Swamy, let me ask you.
Our statement is, we will not allow this.
Okay, you will not allow. Dr. Subramaniam Swamy, let me ask you this. the culture minister, who's also a local leader from that particular area, keeps on making one remark. Mr. Sharma says, look, this was an accident. Sir, a lot of people seeing this would say that's a very disingenuous statement. This was not a simple accident. Given the sequence of events, it seems to have been very carefully planned. Why then does Mr. Sharma keep saying this was an accident?
Well, first of all, the question of being meticulously planned or closely planned, now that has been nullified by the statement of the Superintendent of Police, who said no organized groups were behind this attack. Now, mob violence is not new to India. It's all over the place. Right now in Tamil Nadu, mobs are attacking Brahmins just because they are Brahmins. This country has got these divisions, which ultimately we have to find ways to see that these divisions don't get accentuated. But here the tenor has always been that somehow it is organized by a political party and people naturally target the BJP. And to that extent, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, who is the MP of the area, he said that it was not a pre-planned thing, it was an accident. Well, maybe the accident is not the appropriate word, but that it was probably a mob violence which was spontaneous.
So, sir, that's
in the
very
sense
important.
that it was
sir, as a senior leader of the BJP, you are saying that the use of the word accident is wrong. Because, sir, words, as you know, sir, are so sensitive when it comes to a communal situation. You are saying that the use of the word accident to describe what happened is wrong. Yeah,
anyway, it is not going to have much impact because he said it in English and he said it to you English news correspondents. Actually, the fact of the matter is that Mahesh Sharma went to the house and he was, just let me tell you, Mahesh Sharma went to the house. He was he was welcomed. In fact, the widow actually cried on his shoulder. Those are which have come in pictures all over the country in newspapers.
Okay.
I don't think that one can say just because he said it's an accident, he probably meant it was not pre-planned by any organized group, which is what the police is now saying.
Let me bring that to Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav, an SP has apparently said that this was not pre-planned. Does the state government believe it was?
No, Vishnu, the investigation is still going on, and before the charge sheet is finalized, it would not be appropriate for us to discard any probability for that matter. Now, I just want to come one by one to all the political leaders who have rushed to the place, and I would only ask a single question to all of them, that would it not be better had they waited for some time before peace was restored in that area and they could have gone to share the grief of the family members. As for Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, I wanted to just point out that when there was a man called Shahnawaz who lost his life and he was lynched by the mob, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, even when the incident happened in Delhi, did not find the time to visit the family members. He has not been acting responsibly when people are losing life because of dengue. And I think it is his first duty to provide adequate services in Delhi rather than rushing to a sensitive area to gain some political points. Second, I would say that BJP leaders, especially Dr. Mahesh Sharma, made a statement that this is only an accident, ek hadsa hua hai. And then all the spokesperson came to his defense and said that it was just one word and it should not be misunderstood. He reiterated his statement today again. I think these are very irresponsible statements being made.
Okay.
And contrast that with what the state government is doing. The state government is providing adequate financial help. They are ensuring that proper treatment is provided to the other family member who has been hospitalized.
So the state government never acted perhaps fast enough because you had no intelligence of this happening, which is why you've got the Indian Air Force chief saying that he may be in a position to take that family outside that particular village to Tamil Nadu, which is where the son, one of the sons
Vishnu,
of that man lives and works for the Indian Air Force. So let us not get into what the state government has done.
No, let's get into that.
No, okay,
let's
fine.
Get into that.
No, we'll get into that in a moment. But you made some points. Ashutosh, would you like to respond? Are you trying to gain political capital, Ashutosh?
Vishnu, I find a very extraordinary resemblance between the statement made by BJP and the Samajwadi Party. Gaurav Bhatia has just refused to acknowledge the fact that it was very well organized. And Mr. Subramaniam Swamy is saying that the mob violence is nothing new.
Words in my
but
mouth?
The whole country knows.
I never said
whole country knows.
There is an investigation.
Please don't make a
no, you did not.
I said investigation is on.
Gaurav,
don't misquote me.
I very clearly heard
don't
what
misquote
you said. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, I very clearly heard you did not admit to the fact
that as a lawyer I am responsible enough to say that investigation is on. So nothing can be ruled out. That is all I said. Gaurav, but you are not saying that it is very well organized and the plan. The fact is that the two youths the right thing to
go
do.
in the midnight, they spread a rumor. And then the Pujari was forced to make an announcement. Then everybody gathers, goes to the family, and then attacks the family. And the WhatsApp messages have been spread throughout. What do you want? Do you want something more to acknowledge the fact?
Investigation is still going on.
Samajwadi Party
and the first
BJP is also saying the same
is
thing.
To exexercise restraint. Why can't the Aam Aadmi Party exercise restraint?
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia,
why can't you wait for a few days that the investigation is over?
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, you and the Mahesh Sharma is almost making. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, please understand. I did not interrupt when you are speaking. So please have patience.
Okay, 1 second. Gaurav, half a second. Gaurav, I'll come to you next. Ashutosh, make your point. After that,
Gaurav,
Ashutosh, make your
I have
point.
respect for you, and I know you are a nice person, but please respect the fact I did not intervene when you were speaking. What I'm trying to say is, Mr. Subramaniam Swamy is very shockingly saying that mob violence is nothing new in this country. The fact is that the mob violence is very well planned, executed by RSS, executed by RSS.
But Ashutosh, what evidence do you have that the RSS did this? What evidence do you have that the RSS did this?
Today, the way it has been planned, the way it has been executed, it hints towards that.
No, but what is the evidence?
Can I come in, Vishnu?
Let me tell you,
I spoke to the Vishnu, I spoke to the family, I spoke to the 80-year-old mother, I spoke to the 3 brothers, I spoke to the sister. They said that for the last 200 years they have been living in this particular area.
Did they say the RSS was involved?
Scared. But this time they said it has been very well planned and executed. And today, when I was in that particular village, I saw Durga Vahini activists working over there. I saw Bajrang Dal activists working over there, and suddenly I could see that lot more activities happening.
Gaurav, there are 3 groups. Gaurav, before you make your point, I want to ask you, there are 3 groups. The Rashtra Pratap Sena, the Gaur Rakshak Committee, and the Samadhan Sena. There are 3 groups in that area. Even 2 days back, you didn't want to name these groups. There could be an investigation. Nobody is implicating them. One is merely asking you as a representative of the state government, confirm the fact that these groups exist on the ground. Yes or no?
Vishnu, it is very easy that in a state of euphoria, you start spelling out everything. But I think it requires a lot of perseverance and restraint to not share the details when investigation is going on, and that is what I expect from my colleague Ashutosh ji also, and this is what I was objecting to. There could be a larger conspiracy. From day one I said that this is part of the investigation, but for us to jump to conclusions or start divulging details even before a charge sheet is filed only jeopardizes the trial. And at least I would not do that, because we sincerely want that the guilty should be punished and they should be given the strictest punishment available in law. Second, I think Ashutosh ji did not answer the point that I raised, that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal should be busy in ensuring that citizens of Delhi get good governance.
All right,
there is a dengue
let's
problem
focus
there.
on Dadri. Let's focus on Dadri. I'm sure Ashutosh would say that Arvind Kejriwal has done a lot to deal with the dengue situation. I don't want to talk about dengue. We are not talking about dengue, gentlemen. We are not talking
No,
about
we
dengue.
are talking about Mr. Arvind Kejriwal.
We will not talk
rushing
about.
to Dadri
Okay,
to
let's
score
not talk about
political
dengue
points.
and Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi. Let's speak about the Dadri situation.